Coming up on MHS1,
we say goodbye to a principal member of our staff.
we see a song from American Sign Language students.
And we take a look at a few common hallway stereotypes.
And that's all coming up on MHS1.
Good morning, McKinney High School. Today is Friday, April 29th. I'm Mary Catherine Chaparro.
And I'm Jonah Ott, and you're watching MHS1.
McKinney High School could get yet another facelift if this $220 million bond passes in the upcoming election. Here's Yoki Yanguela with more information.
Just recently, early voting for the district bond election began. The proposed bond program, if passed, will allocate money to campus improvement, a new stadium, and a new event center.
Well, a bond election basically is the district's only means for having capital improvements like new buildings, new facilities, or even renovating our existing buildings. To some degree, it would be the equivalent of a mortgage for a homeowner. And it is our ability to go to voters and ask them to borrow money, ask them for their permission to borrow money so that we can have capital improvements throughout our district.
High school senior Elizabeth Phillips serves as a voice for the younger people in a committee that promotes voting in the bond election.
We all go to central office every month to discuss matters that are going on in our schools with the superintendent. And he invited the seniors to be a part of the bond committee this spring, which is a group of like 100 or so people who decide what goes on the bond. So that's how I first got involved with it.
We had a 100-person committee put together to look at a list of items that were prepared by our facilities needs assessment over the past year. We presented this committee with all of our items. That committee mulled over all the items on there, and basically they had to fit it within a $220 million window, and that's how we came up with what's on this bond proposition.
There is a whole list of different projects that are going to affect basically every single school in the district. The elementary schools are getting needed renovations. They're getting new paint, new tiling, new air conditioning. High is getting a new auditorium, and we're getting a stadium, so that's pretty cool.
Our democracy is dependent upon those individuals getting educated about the facts and getting out and voting. Their voices are as powerful as anyone else in the entire city. If you look at the number of 18-year-olds that we have in our district, if they were to get out and get registered to vote and show up to vote, they can have an impact one way or the other, because the numbers suggest that there's usually low voter turnout on bond elections. Go to the McKinney ISD main webpage, and in the upper right-hand corner, you'll see Bond Proposal 2016. There are all of our frequently asked questions, the same questions that they probably would have if they went to that site. Go to it, and you'll click on all those questions and get everything that you want. The main thing is get out and vote if you can.
Voting times as well as locations and additional information is available at www.mckinneyisd.net/about/2016bond/. This has been Yoki Yanguela reporting for MHS1.
Over 30,000 high schoolers in Texas are facing homelessness. With more on this pressing issue, here's Alex Moltz and Philip Quinn.
There are many things going on in Collin County. However, some issues are not as quite well known, such as the homeless student population. Out of the total 103 students registered at the Samaritan Inn, 71 are elementary, 22 are middle school, and 10 are high schoolers. Here at McKinney alone, 4% of students are also homeless. The question is, what laws or organizations are set in place to ensure proper educational resources?
The psychological and emotional upheaval that homelessness itself creates is difficult enough to bear. But if the student has to be disrupted from their own home school environment to switch to another school environment because mom and dad are living in a homeless shelter, we want to avoid that additional and abrupt disruption in their life.
Certain laws, such as the McKinney-Vento Act, support these students in getting on campus in the first place.
The McKinney-Vento Act makes a lot of provisions for homeless students, but one of the primary McKinney-Vento Act features is that it requires the home school district for homeless students to provide transportation for those students to their own school district. So we protect their anonymity as best as we're able. And along that line, our school buses stop here first thing in the morning, so our students are the first to be picked up, and they stop here last in the evening, so they're the last to be dropped off.
The Vento Act is not the only support system set up either. Student advocates from both the MISD schools and the Samaritan Inn play an important role in their education.
And our child student advocate that's on our staff is the one that's providing the liaison between the student's family and the school district and the Samaritan Inn.
When asked about some challenges that are faced as a student advocate, Chris, the liaison for McKinney ISD and the Samaritan Inn, responded. Some of our students come to us after having made multiple school changes, often within the same year. Many students have gaps in their education. It's important to identify academic and emotional needs quickly so that we can get the support they need and deserve.
And she's been with the Samaritan Inn for a number of years now, and well experienced, very passionate about her work, and does a great job for the school district and for the students here at the Samaritan Inn. We certainly want each and every student to succeed educationally. It's so important for not only their personal development, but for their future.
This has been Alexander Moltz and Philip Quinn reporting for MHS1.
Now here's Maddie Cox with sports.
The Lionettes golf team competed earlier this week in their state tournament in Lost Pines. They completed the tournament with the 8th lowest score. Congratulations to the team with this historic season. The Lions baseball team will be heading up to Denison this evening to play against the Denison Yellow Jackets at 7:30. Meanwhile, softball has begun their playoff run. Here's Ryan Rodriguez, Amy Wynn, and Mary Catherine Shapiro with the story.
The varsity softball team beat McKinney North in their crosstown showdown April 12th, 6-3.
I feel great about tonight's crosstown showdown. I mean, we went out, we won.
We played with heart, and we were honestly so pumped for this game, and we were ready to win.
It was a big win tonight for us. The crosstown showdown is always good. North always puts a good team on the field, but it was really good for our girls to come out today and be successful.
Their victory at the crosstown showdown kept the team in 4th place and 2 games above 5th.
The strongest part of our team is our bond, because whenever we get down, we all pick each other up, and that just creates everything in the field.
We are such a family this year, and everyone loves everyone, and we get along so well.
The girls continued their success on the field on Tuesday the 19th against Prosper.
My favorite part about being on the softball team is definitely the experience and meeting new people and having a great time with all my friends. My thoughts on senior night, I'm really emotional because I'm really close to all the seniors this year, and I'm really going to miss them, and I'm so proud of them, and I know they're going to do great. For the rest of the season, we actually did make it to playoffs, and I'm so proud of this team. I'm so proud of them, and we're going to do great in playoffs no matter what happens.
What I'll miss the most about the team is definitely the girls. I've never been on a team that wants to fight for each other as much as we want to fight for each other on and off the field.
We're very excited about tonight's win. It was senior night here tonight, and our seniors played extremely well. Demi Davenport, Morgan Wimburn, Bailey Trice played phenomenal for us. They hit the ball very well, they got on base, and they scored runs. We could not ask for 3 better seniors.
Earlier this season, the Lionettes lost to Prosper in 11 innings, but Tuesday night was a different story as the team beat Prosper 19-6.
We run ruled Prosper, and my best friend got a grand slam. Go Caitlin Cannon. Yes, I love softball. Yes.
Ending my high school softball career with this win right here against Prosper, it really means a lot to me because we went 11 innings with Prosper last time we played them, and we really battled it out and we lost. And I really feel like this time we came back strong, and we knew right off the bat that we were going to get the win, and the other girls wanted to fight for the seniors and wanted to get the win for us.
I'm very happy with the way our girls are playing right now. I look forward to that opportunity. These girls have not been to the playoffs in their career here at McKinney High, so it's a new opportunity for us, and I think we're peaking at the right time.
The Lionettes won 8 district games this season and are headed to playoffs. Game 2 of the first round is tonight at home at 7 p.m., then at Boyd if necessary on Saturday. This has been Amy Quinn, Ryan Rodriguez, and Mary Catherine Shapiro reporting for MHS1. Hey, do you know where I can get a keychain?
Here's Wilson Galvan, Allison Duran, and Nick Limbo with a story.
Near the cafeteria, a new store created by the Special Olympics competitors and one of their teachers is taking off. Miss Banks tells us how it all began.
Well, we are always looking for job training for our students to learn job skills. And I had been given by somebody a book that a teacher had created. So based on that, I wrote a grant for the MEF and got that grant, it's been a year and a half ago, I guess. And so we just liked the idea that we could have our students create these products and sell them.
The store is more than just a fundraiser and helps the kids learn some new skills.
I think it's kind of helpful because it helps you get ready for like jobs, like cash registers at restaurants and stuff.
I guess it's like helps you to sell stuff and also about what prices there are, something about the price range and I guess like a great value for other prices.
Along with teaching new skills, the money earned from the store allows kids to participate in new activities.
We're usually using the money, the Special Olympics new equipment.
Oh, for field trips, Special Olympics, all that stuff for.
Well, the main thing that we wanted to do it for was to raise money for Special Olympics because every year we're asked, each school is asked to raise money for Special Olympics. There's not a lot that the district puts into that. I'm not sure how much, but so each school tries to do that. So that was our main thing that we wanted to do with the money. And then also, as students are probably aware, we don't get to do field trips and things as much as we used to. So we wanted to be able to go out, like next Monday we're going to Sharkarosa Wildlife Ranch. And so that's something that we're using this money for.
This has been Allison Duran, Wilson Galvan, and Nick Limbo, reporting for MHS1.
2 teachers have started their own photography business here in McKinney. Here's Jonah Ott, Landry Amick, and Marissa Troiani with the big picture.
2 recently engaged teachers at McKinney High, Ms. Hurt and Coach Chin, have started their own photography company.
In high school, I did yearbook, I did journalism, I did newspaper and photojournalism and all that stuff. And so for me, it was just a huge hobby that I enjoyed. And I continued through college. Nobody ever really pushed me to pursue it. It was just something fun that I did. And then Jason and I met, and I found out that he also shared a love for photography. And so we just started bouncing ideas off of each other and started taking pictures, and he really pushed me to make it into something amazing. The name of our company is S&J Photography. I don't think it will ever change. It might change, we'll see. But S is for Shelby and J is for Jason, and just kind of mashed it together because it felt right.
S&J Photography started back in the fall of 2015 and began to attract attention in just 3 months.
We have a Facebook page and that's it at this time, and we just kind of put it up there, and then we just took some more promo shots throughout the fall.
And then in January is when we got our first big hit. We had a wedding that we shot at, so both of us were able to do that, and from there it's just taken off. I mean, we've gotten lots of hits and people are excited about it, which makes us excited about it, and so yeah, it's good.
We pretty much will photograph
everything.
Senior portraits, family portraits, baby portraits, I said weddings. That's where we would like to really focus on, is just family portraits and weddings, but if someone has like a special request, we're more than happy to accommodate.
Ms. Hurt and Coach Chin's mutual passion for photography enables them to work extremely well together.
He is my best partner in crime. I could never ask for someone more amazing to work with. That's honestly the truth. He backs me 100%, and we literally have the same brain. Like we'll think of the same thing at the exact same time, and it just works.
A lot of different shots, a lot of different things we're talking about, and we're like, oh, let's try that, let's do that, and it's like, oh, we're on the same page.
High school is both a small part of your life, but it is a very big part of your life and kind of defines who you are as a person. Don't let those defining moments pass you by. If you ever need someone to capture those defining moments, we're here.
This has been Jonah Ott, Marissa Troiani, and Landry Amick reporting for MHS1.
The end.
ASL students recently had a concert entirely in sign language.
Here's Kay Williams, Peyton Barnes, and Haley Logston with See a Song.
Recently, the 3 high schools came together in a performance to raise money for Boyd's ASL Club.
See a Song, in and of itself, is where kids can go and sign regular music. So this year's theme was music through the decades. So over all of the eras of music, kids would learn the song and then transfer that into sign language or ASL and then sign it in front of a group of people.
Song, which was Sweet Home Alabama, was in the 70s. And it was just kind of going through the decades with sign language, and then also the MC kind of threw in there some deaf history and ASL history. With ASL, you also have to look at the words and you're like, okay, what do they actually mean by this? Which took more time than you'd think, because songs are very metaphorical, and so I spent 3 days working on that, and then we got together as a club and assigned different parts to different people and went from there.
McKinney High's ASL Club had 1 group of 5 and 2 duet performances.
CSL next year is going to come to McKinney High, as far as we know. So if anyone wants to come and join, you should totally join ASL Club.
Join ASL. We have a lot of fun.
This has been Haley Loxton, Kay Williams, and Peyton Barnes reporting for MHS1.
Don't you hate it when someone walks really slow in the hallway?
Yeah, or when they run and knock into you.
Here's Kyle McKelvey, Johnny Hobart, and Sam Turner with Hallway Stereotypes.
All right, guys, we got 4 minutes left. 4 minutes till the bell. Don't be late. Okay, don't be late. 4 minutes. What are you talking about? How are y'all doing?
How are you doing?
Hey guys, 3.5 minutes left. Three minutes now. 3 minutes. Yeah, make sure you're walking and talking. 3 minutes. 3 minutes. Oh, I'm taking an ankle.
Let's walk, girl. Hey, bro, chill out next time. Hello, girl. I don't want you walking to class.
Okay.
Go ahead and get up on ride. Let's go.
After only 1 year at MHS, Mr. Gordon Butler is taking advantage of new opportunities in Austin. Here's Chelsea Villarreal and Arush Qureshi on his future plans.
Mr. Butler is leaving and will be the new principal at Lake Travis High School in Austin, Texas, in pursuit of personal goals.
The reason why I'm leaving is it kind of fills a void in my life on the family side and then some additional professional goals. I'm not leaving because I'm unhappy or anything like that. I mean, the kids and parents at McKinney High School will always be special to me, and it was just one of those opportunities that the longer it started to linger, it started to make sense for me and my family to make this move even after a year, and that was probably the most difficult professional decision I've ever made.
After a year at McKinney High School, Mr. Butler has made an impact on students, faculty, and our school.
I hope my legacy was one that was built on personal relationships with students and parents and teachers, because at the end of the day, I think that's the most important thing we do is we build relationships with each other, and that has to take precedence even over academics sometimes.
Mr. Butler wants people to know that he recognizes the uniqueness of this campus.
What makes McKinney High School special and unique is that we thrive on our tradition, and I think we thrive on accepting all people. You know, I often say in jest with people I know outside of McKinney, like, why do you like McKinney High School so much? And my standard answer is, no matter how cool, how weird you are, there's a spot for you at McKinney High School, and people accept you for who you are, whether that's on the kids side or even on the adult side, that we're just very accepting. I want to tell the students and staff and parents at McKinney High School how much they meant to me, and how much they're part of my family forever, that as you guys go on to bigger and better things when you graduate, like, I'm going to stalk you on social media to make sure that you're doing what's right, and to just see how successful you are. And just how I want to be remembered is that, you know, once a line, always a line. My zip code doesn't change that, and I love my friends at Boyd and North, but man, it's just so different here, and it's special, and it cannot be duplicated. And so I just hope people that come after me and after the next person remember that, and, you know, don't try to change too much, because it's not broken here.
This has been Aruj Qureshi and Chelsea Villarreal reporting for MHS1.
That's all we have for you today, McKinney High School. Follow us on Twitter at Mainstream News. And remember,
If it's news,
and it's at McKinney High School,
it's MHS1.